Welcome to the Swolemates update episode. I don't know what. I think it's 11.
Something.
I think it's 11. So anyway, just updating. Luke is better. Last week we talked about being sick, what to do.
And staying your ass out of the gym.
Yeah, what to do when you're sick, because he was sick. So he is better now, thankfully. And this is, if I do my planned competition, I am 13 weeks out. And so just a little update. Pictures will be next week. But I said last week I had dropped a whole lot in 1 week. Okay, so this just tells you how not linear loss is, because I'm actually up maybe a pound this week from last week. However, my average calories were lower and my steps were higher. So if your calories were less and your steps were more, you technically should lose, right? This is why people get frustrated, but that's where I am this week. So just sticking with the plan, it will happen. It doesn't happen every single week. So that is where I am this week. I don't think Luke has weighed this week. He didn't weigh this week, so we don't know where he's at. We'll check next week when it's like picture time. I don't think he's taken his pictures in a while either. Probably a month, because I've been doing mine every 2 weeks, and I think he missed my last one.
It's been more than a month.
Well, so anyway,
It's probably 2 more.
we'll have some updates for you on the next episode. So anyway, hope everyone is staying healthy. There's been a lot of people sick around here lately. So today we are talking about what?
Gym etiquette.
Gym etiquette. So this kind of rolls off the when you're sick, don't go to the gym.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, okay, so like this is good for people that would be watching this that maybe are just starting to go to the gym. And this is also good for the people that are at the gym and, you know, you got new people coming in. You know, how to not be a dick to the new people. And if you're a new person, how not to be the person that's going to cause somebody that's been there to be a dick.
Right. So like the people who are seasoned gym veterans, the typical scenario is around the New Year's resolution. All these people come in you've never seen before, right? And the first thing you want to do is be mad because it's crowded. And like you're irritated because you've done your thing consistently for year after year after year, and people go in, they go out. But like he said, you don't want to be a butt to people that are coming in trying to make changes in their life, right? But the new people, if you're new to the gym, you also need to remember there is etiquette. It goes both ways. Sometimes people that have been there forever like forget about manners.
Yeah.
And sometimes people that haven't ever been there don't really understand, like, you know, equipment availability. You know, if somebody is supersetting, you know, it's not going to hurt to ask somebody if they're using a piece of equipment. If it kind of looks like maybe somebody is, don't just jump on it. You know, like I kind of hang out just a few minutes. Maybe not a few minutes, maybe 20 seconds. And like maybe somebody appeared to be around, or there's something that's sitting there, but somebody could have just left it. So we don't know, right? So what etiquette do you need in the gym? Let's go to the expert.
Let's go to the expert.
Remember, weigh in on your opinion.
We were all new at one point in time.
I was never new.
Yeah, okay. We just built the gym around.
I was new at the Dedman Center in Radford when I was in college. That was just scary, y'all. I had no idea what was going on. And so you got to remember these people coming in, that is a lot of people. So I've been doing this for, you know, 25 years going into gyms. But when I first went into the Dedman Center at Radford, oh my gosh, like I was scared to death. I watched people like lifting that looked like him. And I'm like, ooh.
I don't think I look like a a thing.
He's the thing.
I'm
So
afraid.
I was scared to like go around those people, you know, people that have like muscles and stuff. I would be, I'm not going over in that area at all. I'll just stay over here on this little stair machine. Y'all ever seen those Versa climbers? That was my go-to at college because nobody ever used those because they're really hard. They're the things where your arms and your legs go at the same time.
Yeah.
Literally like 20 seconds, I'd be dead.
Ivan Drago was using one of those.
Yes.
Little montage.
Yes, in Rocky IV. But so nobody was ever on those at the Demo Center because they had like 3 in the corner and they were so hard.
They had those at the rack back.
I'm like, I'll just go over there.
When I was in high school.
Avoid the weights, right? So no, but so what should you do? Like, what are some things? So let's talk about etiquette. What do new people need to know, and what do like seasoned people need to remember?
I think new people need to come in to the gym and immediately establish dominance by walking up and bitch slapping the biggest dude in the gym. No, I'm joking. No, don't do that. You probably need to come in to the gym and, you know, don't be sitting this is the first one, I guess. Don't come in and take up a piece of equipment and sit on your phone.
Oh, don't take a piece of equipment as like a table.
Yeah,
or a storage rack. Okay,
yeah,
so like
at the gym,
here's
at one
the
of
thing.
the gyms that we go to,
okay.
There's like we have like 3 like incline benches, adjustable incline benches. There'll be people that just use them as like
to hold your dumbbells.
I got my shit sitting here.
Well, so what I've seen the most somebody doing bicep curls with dumbbells, right? And they'll go over to the bench. It's a flat to incline bench, which like a lot of people use for a lot of different things. So obviously we're going to need that if we're doing like a flat dumbbell press or an incline press or an incline curl or tricep extensions or whatever. If you're using the bench, if you're seated on the bench or, you know, doing dumbbell rows and using the bench, that's fine. But like, don't sit your dumbbells there to pick them up and do curls or something. Put them back on the rack or put them on the floor. You don't need that bench at all. You don't need it.
Yeah. There's a lot of that shenanigan. There's even people that have been going to our gym for a while that just do shenanigans. And it's like
using equipment as a table.
Come on, man.
You don't need a bench to hold your phone and your keys for you to come back over and look at it, and your stuff's there. So like the assisted pull up and dip machine, you don't need your stuff sitting on the pad. Nobody can use it. Like you should really take your stuff with you and not have anything parked on the equipment unless it's your body.
Yeah, put it in a corner.
Like your body is what goes on this equipment, not your things.
Yeah.
He lugs his bag around all the time.
A bag, a gallon of water, you know.
So I usually put my bag in the locker, but I put my phone in my pocket, or if I don't have a pocket, I'll put my phone on top of my workout log, but it goes in the floor, like beside my shaker cup. I don't set it up on the equipment because somebody might need the equipment. So that's a big one.
Doing like, whether you've been there forever or you're new, you know, if you're new and you got this idea of supersets, but you take it like a little too far and do this. I'm using all of this.
Oh, like a giant set. Like if you're doing like a round.
A giant set, like this giant circuit.
Yeah, like a roundy round, like 4 to 5 exercises.
No, I'm using that.
But you're all like you're
using like 16 pieces
all
of
over the
right
gym,
now.
Right? You're gonna have to not do that. So my best piece of advice, if you're gonna superset or giant set, is have one piece of equipment. And then if you're adding on things, have those things be with like one set of dumbbells and they can be right beside you. So like if I were doing let's say I were going to do the tricep machine, but I wanted to superset with a bicep curl. So I could do the tricep machine and just have dumbbells there to do dumbbell curls for biceps. But I'm not going to go from like the cables for triceps to the bicep machine, over to do a chest thing, over here to do a lat pull down, and then say I've got all of the stuff.
So I'll use like a couple pieces of equipment max.
Yeah.
Like
I try to only use like
keep them
one
really close together.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, and I'm not supersetting stuff that's going to be like high ticket items, like high demand items. I'm not supersetting the barbell bench and the barbell incline bench, you know, at the same time. You're not doing stuff like that. I don't normally I superset my like accessory items. So I'm not even really using, you know, big pieces of equipment to superset stuff. You know, don't, and then you'll see people they'll be doing like big giant sets, and they'll have their phone sitting on something, and then they'll have their like shaker cup sitting on something else. And I'm like, well, I mean, I can kind of understand that, but at the same time, you know,
limit your equipment use.
How much,
like if you're
especially if it's something that everybody's going to be on. Like everybody's looking for a bench. Everybody's looking for maybe an adjustable bench for dumbbell work. Everybody at the one gym we go to is like on the pec deck. I mean, so if you're doing it, don't take up something like the pec deck as part of a huge giant set. If there's people that are going to be waiting on the pec deck, that's a high demand piece of equipment at the one gym we go to.
So what to do is limit the number of limit the pieces of equipment that you're using. If you are going to do a superset or giant set, try to keep it to like, if it's a machine, or like, you know, if it's not dumbbells, and like, don't take all the dumbbells either.
Yeah.
Don't take like 4 sets to do like a drop set at peak hours on a Monday, because that's when everybody's there. And it's like, I've seen it before, like every single set of dumbbells that I could use for a certain exercise are all gone, and somebody has like 3 or 4 of them. And it's like, you know, so that's not the time. Like kind of use like common sense, or maybe not even common sense. Think about it as if it were you. If you're at that time of day, use it wisely. Use the least number of pieces of equipment, and, you know, think about other people that are around you too. So my son, he's really big about just kind of being in his own little world and in la la land. So I have to say to him all the time, read the area, know what's going on, you know, like pay attention if it looks like somebody's there. So what to do, I guess is.
How about another one is, so if you're doing a giant set and you know, you've absolutely got to take up a couple pieces of equipment, you know, let somebody work in with you. And if you are going to use a piece of equipment and you see somebody on it, but it looks like they're, like she said, read the room, and it looks like they're doing a giant set, don't be afraid to ask them if you can work in. There's a guy that goes to one of our gyms, and he does a giant set. He is on every piece of equipment. However,
very nice.
He is going to be the guy that's going to tell you, if you need that, jump on in. He's like, you know, and if you actually like are needing it and you can't work in with him, he will tell you right out of the gate, if you need it, I'll find something else. You know, don't be a dick. You know, you can be nice to people. If you're new at the gym,
yeah,
you can be nice.
And
if you
most
are
of the time,
at the gym, you can be nice.
90% of the time, if you say, hey, can I work in with you here? People are going to let you work in. And especially if they're going to something else and coming back, you're kind of like holding it for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got like a buddy system going on. So like if he's on the pec deck and I need to do the pec deck, but he's going to do something else and I work in with him, then by the time I do my set, it's not going to be long before he gets back. So then we don't have to have somebody else come in and getting it. So it's kind of better that way. But so you know, that is a really big one too. If you're new to the gym, and I mean, this is kind of like knowledge more than etiquette, but if you don't know how to use stuff, like a lot of times at big commercial gyms, or even like my gym, because I'm not at my gym, look at the machines for directions, because a lot of times you just hop on and think you know what you're doing. And I've seen people doing so many things wrong. It's very dangerous. And if you're not sure about how to do something, ask somebody that works there, because it is like you can really hurt yourself. And you want to like have a surefire way to not make any progress is do something wrong and hurt yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be months out.
Or she's a gym owner, and you know, there's other, you know, like one of the other gyms we go to is a locally owned gym, and then one of the other gyms we go to is a box gym, but it has a franchise owner, but you know, that's their equipment in there. Not only can you hurt yourself, but you can damage the equipment.
Oh yeah, people have screwed
And
so
that
many things up,
It's
and
expensive stuff, and you act like it's like, oh no, it's no big deal. That
thousands
person,
of dollars.
they can replace it.
And
I'm
it's
gonna tell
not
you what,
easy.
Yeah,
It's not easy to fix at all. Like
You're
if
gonna
you
come in
try
there
to
and-
if you try to shove a pin in wrong, like if something's not right, and if it's so, my suggestion would be, don't try to force something that's not going in. Don't try to lift something up and then, you know, like there's little side pins for lower weights, you know, but there are people that have shoved pins in wrong at my gym, lifted something, broken a extension, or you know, a plate. I'm like, I don't even know how you can do this.
Yeah.
But don't try to make things go. Like if you don't know how the equipment works and you didn't pay for it, I would suggest if something seems off, tell somebody. It's not going to hurt you, like to miss it one time. Like you don't cram something in where it don't go, and then nobody else is going to be able to use it either, and you're not going to be able to use it either. So guess what? It'd probably be better to like just wait and you not use it that one time. You can wait that one time and just tell the owner or somebody that it needs attention, and then guess what? It'll be fixed for everybody to use, versus you cramming something in there and breaking it, then nobody can use it.
We're just doing stupid stuff. I've seen people at the gym. I mean, we've all seen the videos on Instagram on stuff like some of the gym
fail, or
gym
so I don't
fail,
know.
or one of them I think is gym something or other. I mean, you know the word.
Effery.
Yeah, gym effery. But we've all seen the people in there doing stuff on cables and like, come on, man, that's dumb. Don't do that. If you're new to the gym and you want to shadow box with the cables, don't. I mean, or any other thing that people do with the cable machines.
Use what it's intended for. Use the machines what it's intended for. If you want to do like craziness with dumbbells or something, I mean, you can take dumbbells in any kind of range of motion you want to, and you know, they might not always be the smartest movements, but don't use machines for something totally. There are machines that can be used in ways that maybe aren't what are listed, but if you don't know this for sure, don't try it.
Yeah. Break something.
Yeah, and you could break something.
And you're gonna end up on the internet because somebody's gonna film you looking like a jackass. So yeah, I would say that's gym etiquette. What else we got? Oh, if you are,
wipe
you go
the
back
stuff
to
down. Just wipe the stuff down.
Put the weights back.
Take your bottle with you. Take your don't leave, and like you should wipe your stuff down. You should probably wipe it down before you use it. Or this is what I tell my son. You should probably wipe it down before and after, because you don't know if the person before you wiped it down. But you should always wipe things down, especially if you are a sweater. And Lord, if you're dripping all over the cardio equipment, wipe off your sweat marks. I mean, come on. Like, ooh. Nobody wants to clean I don't want to clean people's sweat when I go to my gym, but I do it all the time, because on the treadmill, if they're running and they're sweating and they're dripping down and it goes like down the front, They don't like it.
I've seen cardio equipment. This literally looks like the Wicked Witch of the West melted right there. And I mean, I don't know where it all came from. It looks like somebody just dripped a bucket of water.
Well, and sometimes I think people's like shaker cups sweat too.
No, this
but
is
like it's a combination, and it's just bad either way. You should wipe it.
Yeah, clean it up. So that's that one, and then I kind of jumped in the beginning of there, but yeah, like re-racking your weights, re-whacking,
especially plates. Oh my goodness, I got ladies at my gym.
Put it back where it
came from. They come in the morning, they can't lift 45-pound plates. Okay, and if somebody leaves 45-pound plates on the Smith machine up high, they can't get them off. Y'all, come on. If you lift it up there, take it back and put it where it goes. There are racks for generally every single plate somewhere. You might have to read, heaven forbid, but there's usually something that says 10, 5, 25, 35, 45. And guess what? It's not on the bar. That's not the storage rack. It is not. At any gym that I know of, do you store weights on the bar?
Yeah. And then people don't know that it's, hey, are you using this?
And I've gone in like many times, not, well, Lord, my gym all the time, but at the other gyms too, like people will just leave, they'll leave them on there.
There are some machines I will leave weights on at certain gyms. The leg press at one of the gyms only holds 3 plates on its little self rack. So, and then the machine itself is pretty light. So most people are putting 1 plate on it. So I'll usually leave at least the 1 plate on it. And the plate loaded squat at the same gym, I'll leave 1 or 2 plates. I mean, that's not a, but
see, I would argue
on a bar, don't leave your plates on the squat rack. Don't leave blood sugar. It's been low for like 30 hours.
It's fun times, y'all.
Don't leave. Yeah, my leg day today, low the whole time. I had to push through like 40, 50. And I'm like, oh, well, whatever. It's been low. It's been low for like 30 hours.
But anyway, okay, so put your weights back.
Put your weights back.
Wipe the stuff down. Use the machines for what they're supposed to be used for.
Don't be mean to people.
Don't be mean. Try to make friends at the gym.
Ask people for help. I get people to come up to me all the time and ask me about stuff, and I'm like, well, this is what I would do. But I mean, you can ask people. Nobody's mean. I've never met anybody that I've talked to at the gym has never been mean, no matter where I've been in this journey. Now I've only been doing this for like 6 years. So I've never met somebody that was, that I've talked to that was rude. Talk to people. You'd be surprised that, biggest dude in the gym, he's probably pretty cool.
Because that's you.
That is not me.
It is you.
I'm not the biggest guy in the gym.
That's why everybody comes and asks you questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what else? Anything else?
That's a pretty good start. What do you got? Anything else?
I mean, those are the main things, I think.
It's a good start.
Just be considerate of others. This time of year it gets crowded. And
everybody was there at one point. I don't care where you are.
Everybody started.
Journey,
everybody had a day one.
Everybody had a day one. Everybody had a level 0. Help people out.
Some people have had multiple level 0s, y'all. I mean, you start, you quit, you go all the way back. You start, you quit, you go. So, it's everybody's got their own stuff going on in life too. So remember that everybody has their own things going on, and you want to be nice to other people.
Yeah, you know, might have somebody who really just needs to get into the gym, and they've decided now is the time to do it because it's the new year. They don't know their way around the gym. They might be timid or whatever. You don't want to be the reason that they quit
Yeah.
too. I mean, like there's room in there for everybody. Maybe. Depending on the gym. But everybody can play nice. Like there's days of the week that everybody knows, like Monday is, for whatever reason, International Chest Day. Don't go into the gym on a Monday then and want to do chest. Pick something else. Be the crazy guy. Goes in there and does legs on a Monday. I did that for a long time.
Well, now you rotate, so you
I
do
don't know.
actually have some Mondays that you're doing
I
chest.
go in there and I'm doing push. But if it's Monday, I will go to the other gym and stay out of the one gym.
That's crazy on
That's
Mondays.
crazy on Monday, and I'll go to the other gym and do push.
So those are our main tips. So thank you for listening.
Yep.
And if you have questions, comments, please leave them below. We would love to have your thoughts on what you want to know about. We want to talk about what you want to know. We always do our updates, but then we talk about something else too. So anything you want to know about, have questions about, fitness related, competition, food prep, all that junk, anything like that, leave it in the comments.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, please. Subscribe, spread the word, share, because you know what? You just tell one person and then they tell a person, and it goes on, right? So anyway, y'all have a good evening. We will see you next week.